everyone. Mary Lou Andre back again for our April edition of Beyond Dressing Well Live. I don't know about you guys, but March certainly came in like a lion. It left like a lion, and there are no lambs in sight where I live anyway. So I am here to do some transitional dressing coaching with you all. We have been very busy here at Dressing Well since we last popped in, about 2 weeks ago with our top 10 list. We got tremendous feedback from the top 10 list. Put in the chat where you're calling in from, say hello. Let us know what on that top 10 list you may have purchased. If you missed that show, all of our lives are always pinned at the top of our Facebook page. And it's always awesome for us to get the feedback on what's resonating with all of you. So we're going to kind of continue on that top 10. I've got 5 more trends to share with you, and I'm going to integrate it with what I've already shared for spring. But this weather is ridiculous, so none of us are in our truly spring clothes entirely yet. But tonight I'm going to share some spring dressing hacks that will keep you warm while still keep you headed marching towards spring. Since we last saw you, we have had Belle of the Ball. It was phenomenal. Those of you that are in our Facebook group saw those beautiful pictures. We had lots of members of our Dressing Well Insiders at Belle of the Ball with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are in open enrollment right now for Dressing Well Insiders, our popular group that allows you to come closer on the inside with us. And we have 2 special guests. 2 of our special insiders are with us tonight. We're going to have them share a couple of words about why they love the program. We also have the amazing Sarah Zengo, who runs that program. Put in the chat if you've been lucky enough to work with Sarah, and tell everyone what kind of outcomes you get every time she visits your closet or jumps on with Zoom with you. Sarah's also going to say a few words about why that program is so special. And if you do join by midnight this Friday night, you can also get access to our spring closet jam. Sarah is going to put the links in the chat. The closet jam, we started it last spring and it was a hit right outside the door. It's an exclusive benefit. Oh, you can only get in if you're an insider, but Sarah hosts a beautiful mornings. It's this Saturday morning, 10:30 to 12:30, 2 hours dedicated on your calendar to get in your closet and get it straightened out for spring. She stays on the line the entire time, so you can say, what do you think of this? Do you think it's too dated? She might say, yep, it goes in the donate pile. Or you know what? If you combine it with this, you're going to have a brand new spring outfit. Fran and Lisa, who are here to talk about insiders, can let you know what they love about the program, especially the Closet Jam. But if you join that program, $24.99 a month, $249 annually, get you 2 free months when you become an annual member. You too will be invited to the Closet Jam. If you can't make it this Saturday, no worries. We have so many surprises in that program. We've added some in-person hookups and meetups and some private shopping events in that program. It is just one of the best things we've ever offered here at Dressing Well, and we're committed to keeping it at that very affordable price. Again, $24.99 monthly. There's no contract. You come and stay as long as it stays relevant to you. We're pretty confident that once you're in, you'll love it. If you join as an annual member, it's $249 and you get those 2 months for free. So wanted to just let you know that we are in spring enrollment and we'd love to have more people on the inside with us. We also attended the Dress for Success annual benefit last Thursday night, and that was really special and really rewarding. And some of you came and attended that. We saw some of you at the event too. So put in the chat if you were lucky enough to be there and share with what your biggest takeaway was in terms of what some wonderful people are doing to support. We met 5 women who support that organization. Let people know what you liked the most about it. So let me start diving into our juicy topic, which is 5 style hacks to keep warm and chic while we transition into spring. We had a blog go out today. Sarah will put that in the chat if you're on our email list. It should have arrived in your email box about 1 o'clock today. And the blog has the same title. It is beautifully illustrated. I have a lot of show and tell here, but the blog has even more pictures and more ideas. So definitely get your hands on that if you didn't get it today. I also just wanted to give a really warm welcome to our new Facebook group members that I met last night. Last night was the anniversary of my firm, April 1st. I started my company 30 years ago with no clients, no capital, very little personal money to put in. So when the Needham Community Ed asked me to teach a class on April 1st, how could I say no? We had about 20 women there last night. Please just jump in and let us know, say hello, let us know that you were there. And also, if you're an insider, put insider in the chat so that people can see the kind of diversity we have in that group. So, number one on my list of 5 style hacks to get you through this challenging time of year where we are so ready, especially here in the Northeast and in other parts of the country with the seasonal temperature change. We're so ready to get into our warmer clothes and we have a couple of teaser days, but then it's freezing. So number one on my list is down vests. And I'll show you a couple that I have and how I use them to really get through this time of year. And again, feel a little bit lighter, brighter, and put a spring in my step. I actually, about a month ago, did a really deep dive in my coat closet, and I ended up buying 4 spring coats. And I know that that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but I realized I had neglected that area of my wardrobe. Styles have changed. Things are definitely looser and baggier. A lot of my clothes are a little less structured, so I need roomier outerwear to be able to wear some of my suit jackets and things like that with a little bit more style. So I'm going to keep 4 of them. You guys can help me decide on which trench coat to keep, but I'll show you some of the tricks that I'm doing with these new coats so that I can wear them now and later and then again in the fall. So I went over to, where did I go? I went over to Macy's, believe it or not, at the Natick Mall because it was later at night. I knew no one would be there, and we had a really interesting article. Big shout out to Cindy Wellahan. Cindy, if you're on the call, thank you for sending me that article about mall shopping. If you missed it, it's still in the Facebook group, and it really led to a pretty good conversation about do people like in-person shopping or online shopping. And the majority of you that weighed in on that article said that you still love in-person shopping. Now, I'm a big in-person shopper because I get very energized. It's a creative endeavor. Sometimes I go to the mall and I never take my wallet out. I just love to be inspired. It gives me a lot of ideas for this show. And then other times, like when I went to do my winter coat hit, I went to Macy's again because they actually have a really good coat department. And I knew I had to buy a lot and I knew I had to try stuff on. So over to Macy's I went. And the first jacket that I got was this oversized olive raincoat with a hood. Now, I'm a big fan of olive. I do have an olive raincoat, but it's really slim. And I'm going to probably wear that with leggings and just a simple top and kind of use it for running errands, going to the gym. And for those of you that remember the weather last Saturday, time moves so fast. It was freezing here in Boston, and I had to go into Boston for the day, and I needed a coat with a hood. So I was just so happy to have this. And it was like 30, I think it was 33 degrees. So I had this little yellow vest, and you see how it has that pretty floral pattern. Ooh, my Boston accent. Pretty floral pattern, not pattern. It slipped under really well and it kept me warm. I wore it with jeans and I wore it with some olive green ankle boots that I have. I also was at the store, but I didn't allow myself to buy them. There was some really cute Sorel, which is a upmarket brand, pair of rain boots that I loved, but I was like, I can't spend over $200 on rain boots right now. But I got the jacket because I knew it was going to fit my lifestyle, fit my personal style. The color's good. I had a need for all you ladies that were at our course last night. I taught the dressing well method for 2 hours last night. It's the first time I've taught that class in a long time. I had so much fun. But those of you who were there, this is the good stuff. When you've cleaned out your closet, when you really have developed a really good practice around managing your wardrobe, you really know which areas to hone in on. My base wardrobe is in excellent shape. Spending a little money on coats right now that are going to carry me through. It's going to let me to relax my style a little bit, accommodate what I'm wearing under, and really help me in the fall. Was money really well spent. The other trick I want to show you is I have already packed away all of my wool turtlenecks. This time of year, I have a bunch of turtlenecks. This one happens to be olive green, so it looked really nice with this outfit. But this is a lightweight cotton. It's not like 100% cotton like an LL Bean, which I also love this time of year. I just work with a woman in her closet, my friend Ann, and we just put a lot of navy blue and white, like Land's End turtlenecks with her vests, and right away she felt fresher. She likes the turtleneck around her neck. She runs really cold. And the great thing about these vests, they're bright and they look really great with a raincoat and they keep you warm, but they also look really great on Zoom. So if you're somebody that works in a really casual office, I would wear this on Zoom with people that, my team and some of my good clients. But if you're someone that's at your desk, they do keep you warm. They keep your arms mobile. And again, instead of a heavy wool, I'm wearing more of a lightweight turtleneck, and the whole look is lighter. Sarah is texting me. What are you texting me, girl? Oh, she wants me to mention the cheat sheet. Thank you, Sarah. We have a cheat sheet tonight. Remember those? We haven't done one in a while. Put cheat sheet in the chat if you would like Sarah to send you a recap of my top 5 trends. And also, it also explains our Dressing Well Insiders program. We've got a lot of questions on that program. And it also explains the special that we have going. Again, joined by midnight this Friday night, and you can join us at the Closet Jam happening 10:30 to 12:30 on Zoom, hosted by Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. I did forget to say that. So that's my tip. There was something else I was going to say, but I just forgot. That happens a lot lately. So that's outerwear. Oh, the other 2 coats that I bought that you have to help me vote on, because I definitely can't keep both of them. Where are they? I bought 2 trench coats. I love this one. It's definitely bigger than my other ones. My last tan trench coat that I loved was shorter, it was slimmer, and I lost the belt. So I've been really bummed that I haven't had a nice tan one. And this is Donna Karan, New York. There is a difference between Donna Karan, New York and DKNY. The jacket, the olive jacket was DKNY. That tends to be a little bit of a lower brand, so that was less expensive. This really wasn't that expensive. We can get these in the links for you if you'd like. But I bought this one because the new look right now that I'm really, really loving is a t-shirt, jeans, and a sneaker. One of our trends is animal prints. I bought these sneakers for myself. Aren't they cute? But just we're having this to wear when I need it for the weather, when I have a suit on. I can get a suit under this. By the way, when I went shopping, I wore a suit jacket so that I could try on all these coats. I am one prepared shopper, I'll tell you. Stick around. If you've been in this group long enough, you know these are the kind of tips that people just love. But I literally set myself up to success. And if you're somebody that likes to online shop, sometimes buying 2 coats in 2 different sizes and then being disciplined enough to send one of them back. But I bought this coat and it's got the belt. And again, I just love that new look. If you follow any of the celebrity influencers, they're all wearing this coat, jeans, a t-shirt, a crossbody bag, and sneakers and loafers. These are my new loafers. I showed these on the last live. And then I couldn't resist buying this animal print trench. Oh my goodness, but I'm definitely not keeping both of them. So you guys can help me decide which one to keep. But this also, I just, animal prints are one of those, they are year round. Way back in the day, they used to definitely be more of a fall trend, but you're seeing them every season. I'll put this on. If I keep this, I have to get the arm shortened. Those of you that were in my class last night, you know how much of a stickler I am. But this is, just so fun. But again, I'm not keeping both of them. I can get I think I'm going to go with the tan because I can get my animal print with the sneaker. Aren't these cute? They're Cole Haan. And I love anytime I can find black. I love it because as the seasons, as we transition, being able to wear a black pant, a black top until it gets warm is great. And I love that the laces are cream. I have cream jeans I can wear with these black jeans, blue jeans. And then I'll put the other trench coat on. You guys can put in the chat which one I should keep. So vote for the tan trench coat or the animal trench coat. But this is the tan one. And I don't know. I love the collar on it. What do you guys think? Again, the sneaker, I can wear jeans, so let me know. So the first tip is, and again, I can get a vest under this. And in turn, I know what I was going to say. I forgot a minute ago. The vests right now are all over the place. You're seeing, did I bring any down here? You're seeing short crop vest. You're seeing vests with a lot of arm interest. Again, if you didn't get our blog, Sarah, please put a link to the blog in the chat. Sarah does a beautiful job illustrating that blog, and she really captured all the vest trends. There's also these like vest capes that are really big right now. I saw a woman at the store yesterday wearing one. I wanted to snatch it right off of her, but it was this just really beautiful vested cape. She had jeans on. She had her little loafers on. She had a crossbody on, and she just looked fabulous. And she had to be about 70 years old. Style is an attitude. It has nothing to do with age. I digress, but I wanted to just put that in because I saw so many jazzy older women yesterday when I was shopping for the live show at the mall, which again, I'm still a big fan of the mall. All right, so we talked about vests. We talked about, what was my second one on the list? Animal prints. Let me keep going on animal prints for a moment. I posted in the group some stuff on animal prints and a lot of people liked it. This is a dress that I have had for a really long time. And I actually bought it in the summer, but it's such a nice dress. It's a midi. So for those of you that are really struggling with what to wear on your legs if you wear a dress, I love a midi dress because you can still wear tights, you can wear no hose, you can wear a lot of different shoes, you can still wear boots. But right now I'm wearing this dress. In the summer I wear it sleeveless. Right now I'm just putting this little lightweight vegan leather jacket, and that's an outfit. And again, if I need to, I can get the whole thing under this trench coat. So animal prints, again, made our list because I think they're easy to transition into spring because they go great with denim. You can wear them with the faux leathers like what I have on, and they still can lighten you up, but you're not like headed so far into spring. The other thing I love about animal prints is how well they go with some of the brighter spring colors. Like I have been wearing this scarf over time. I'm like having a moment with purple right now. But even this animal print You can do coral with it. You can do the purple with it. So that's one of the reasons why I like animal prints. Okay, so I'm losing track. I'm going out of order on my list, but we did the lightweight spring vest. Let me know if you like that tip. The next one is, and we did the animal prints. We're doing a lot on scarves. I'll get back to that. But the next one is spring black. And I am demonstrating my spring black tonight. People think, "Oh, I'm ready to throw all my black away. I want to burn the closet down and start over once we start getting ready for spring." But I pack away my winter blacks and then I bring out my spring blacks. And I was laughing because as you know, we've had a lot of events. We do a ton of events in the month of March. And this is what I have worn. I wore this little top to Bella the Ball, and I wore it with black pants. And, I like the sleeve. And I could have put a black long sleeve tee under it, and it would have worked just fine. I wore this jacket that I have on. Don't you like it? I think it's really cute. It's vegan. I got it when I was shopping in Hilton Head, and I wore it to the Dress for Success benefit last week. So it's black, but it's really lightweight. And again, it goes under all of my coats. And what else did I have in black that I wanted to show you? This jacket. This is kind of what I'm talking about, that oversized look that's really in. But this jacket, with the white, I love a good black and white polka dot this time of year. I can do this scarf to brighten it up. I can do this. You guys know that I'm a big fan of peach. We had peach on the top 10, but you could do this blush color, the soft pink color under the black, and it's headed into spring. You could also do all black under it. And here's another scarf. Scarves are our number 5 item to really get you headed towards spring without having to redo your whole wardrobe. So that's what I mean about black. And this is one of the I love black and white polka dots this time of year. I got this when I was shopping. I got this for you guys and Taylor. And it caught my eye. And I thought, how fun if you're someone that's going into an office and you want to get a little more mileage out of your heavier things until this weather really warms up. A couple of fresh tops. Those of you that were in the class last night, you heard me say that 3 tops for every bottom. That's a really good philosophy when you're transitioning into spring. So I think I did it, and I want to bring my special guests up. But again, put in the chat where you're calling in from. Let me know if you're going to purchase a spring vest, what you think about spring black. Some people like it, some people don't, but I'm a big fan, especially in my line of work. And the other thing I just wanted to mention, we talked about animal prints. The last one is spring magic. The thing about scarves too is this is the other coat that I bought. I have been living in this. I think I showed this on a live already, but I bought this at the end of February, knowing that it was going to be really cold in March, but I wanted a light color. And again, when you have a scarf, this is a scarf that I already owned, and I can put it with this coat. The scarves are great. They also can really camouflage weight, so they can brighten you up, camouflage some weight, and we call that killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And then the last one on my list was how to cover up your legs. And I have this little organizer hanging in my office, and I'll just show you what's in it. These are my Donna Karan nudes. When you need nylons, you need nylons. Some people don't like to wear them at all, others do. I usually have them here because sometimes I'll have a client that really needs it and I'll just bring them along on an appointment and I know that I have them. Another tip on any kind of nylons and tights, I like to have a few in their original package so I know that they're fresh and ready to go. They pack really well. And it's also like, just make sure if you're going to a special event and you're going to be wearing a pair of nylons, it's just nice to have a fresh pair that makes you feel great. I've got Spanx over here. I have off black hosiery, which you can definitely wear. I even have some fishnet knee highs. These are navy and tan. They can really lighten up loafers and shoes really well. And then I have my no-see socks that I can start wearing with my sneakers right about now. So in terms of lightening up your legs, footless tights are also a great idea. Fishnets. So just it's all part of the strategy. What do I like to wear? How do I like to show up? And then what do I have to really do that well? And the whole nylon conversation, we could have a whole program on that. Some people love it. And I'm talking some of our youngest clients are wearing nylons, and I have other clients that say, I will never wear nylons again. So the choice is yours, but know that there's really great products in the market that can make you feel wonderful no matter what your choices are. So that wraps up our main part of the program. I'm going to bring up our lovely insiders now. Put in the chat if you're an insider. Let us know what you love about that program. And I'm going to introduce you to Fran Leonard. Hello, Fran. How are you? And a lot of people are very interested in this program, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to bring some insiders on. They can tell the story and share the value better than I can. So, Fran, thank you so much
Oh,
for coming on tonight and saying a few words. I like your scarf. I like your light colored top. You are practicing such great principles there, my
killing some
friend.
birds here.
Yeah, isn't it cold? I mean, it's really
It is
something.
freezing here. I'm on the Cape today, and it's much colder here than it was in Mansfield.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
really had to change what I wore.
Okay. Well, Fran, I just wanted to again thank you for being such a leader in that program. You were one of the first people to join. The program is now, oh my goodness, it's a year and a half old. We started in September of 2023. Boy, time moves. And you were somebody that was in in our Beyond Dressing Well Facebook group, what we're in right now. And you were a very loyal follower then. You were one of the first people to join that group when we launched that 5 years ago. So tell folks why you joined Insiders.
So I had had interaction with you professionally, running a company and getting you to help some of our executives that were a little bit older, need a little bit of an upgrade to their style, and I like that. So I joined the Facebook group and saw a little bit more of you and Sarah, loved it, and had a little more direct interaction. And when you started this program, I thought, this is like a magazine subscription. No way to lose here. And I was just blown away by the level of activity and the regular interactions we had. And there was always something more that kept us going. And I loved the community around it. I loved the different things that you did. I loved the links that you provided. I mean, it was just, I felt like I got so much of an idea of what the trends were, and I had retired at the time, and I wanted to transition from the corporate dressing to something still stylish, still polished, but a little, not as staunchy.
Yeah. And that program keeps it going and keeps it fresh for you, correct?
It absolutely does.
Oh, awesome.
I
And Fran,
literally am sitting here with a notebook taking notes and, looking forward to some of the links that you'll share. It's great. It really is so much fun.
oh, thank you, Fran. And Fran just alluded to some of we keep the program really simple so that it's very easy to join. But there's really four deliverables. The first one is you have a monthly live session with Sarah, and it's live, it's not recorded. We really are in the moment with you. We're telling you, even tonight's program is an illustration of that. It's still freezing out. So I was like, I'm going to do a program, go a little further in the transitional because so much of some of our Florida friends, hi Florida friends, it's not as warm, but we have enough in that program for everybody. And because it's live, we can really hone in on what's happening right away. So it's that one. And then if you miss it, it's no big deal. We have women that never even come live. They listen to the replay. No crazy portal. We have a concierge service, the amazing Sabina, who works behind the scenes here with us. She gets that right off to you the next day. It also comes with 10 shopping links. So Sarah gets off the call, looks at the chat, sees what was resonating, and she goes shopping for that group. And she provides 10 links. It's a huge hit. Everyone loves that. We have a private Facebook group. Some people take advantage of that. Some people don't. It's really up to you. And then we have some special events, and we have one coming up on Saturday. There is no additional fee for our online extra events ever. So, Fran, tell us a little bit about the Closet Gym and what you like about that.
So the Closet Gym is one of my favorite programs that you guys run. And it blew me away. I never expected this, but one of the best things that you could have is Sarah or Mary Lou come to your home and go into your closet and help you go through it and see what works. This is actually through Zoom. You can prepare by bringing your questionable items, things you're interested in using again, repurposing, things you really just need someone to tell you about. You can literally go on Zoom. You don't need to go anywhere. No one comes to your house. And you can be featured on during the program, during the 2.5 hours that we're on. And it's like rapid fire. You've got the community of women with you, and they're all very kind. They're now my friends. And you've got Sarah to professionally tell you, you know what, that pocketbook's got to go. So it's really just so much fun and just a wonderful time. In fact, I'm going to be at home this weekend, but I'm still going to be on that call because I get so much out of it. I really love it.
Yeah. And Fran, before I go on to Lisa, if there's somebody out there on the fence about joining Insiders, what would you say to them?
No question. The value is there, the inspiration is there, the people are so kind, the community is so good, and you can literally get feedback every day if you wanted to. It's just a wonderful group of women, and the community service is the added surprise, and I love that part of it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Fran. And next, we're going to bring Lisa up. Hello, Lisa. And Lisa is another just long-term member of our Dressing Well Insiders. And Lisa's journey with us, I was trying to so Insiders is full of all women, just like all of you on this show. We have private clients that join, like Lisa, because they like to stay involved and have a monthly check-in on their style. It just keeps them the accountability high in between private appointments. We have women that have gone through our 90-day program. We actually started Insiders because our 90-day program that we ran for 3 years, and it was so awesome. We had people say, well, what's next? So we came up with this very affordable solution. So for $24.99, as Fran just said, it is a magazine subscription. That is so beautiful, Fran. Thank you. I'm gonna steal that one. But Lisa came to us having been a private client. She worked privately with Sarah. Then she went through our 90-day program. And then she became one of our first insiders. Both she and Fran were in our founding member group. So Lisa, welcome, and tell us how Insiders supports your ongoing style journey.
Oh boy. There's so many ways to answer that, but I think first and foremost, this is something that for me is an expression of how I want to show up. And it's so easy for me to get a bit lost in the weeds and fall back to kind of willy-nilly approaches to shopping and grabbing a little of this and a little retail therapy that, which has not necessarily served me with a big closet and outfits that just don't seem to come together. And what's been so much fun for me and what I've benefited from so greatly is feeling that there's a system and a method and ongoing reminders and refreshers so that I can keep going, feeling like I'm putting my best foot forward. And I joined so long ago when my body was changing, my lifestyle was changing, and I just was feeling a little bit down on myself and knowing that I had to shake it up and do something that would refresh my mood, my feeling about how I presented myself, even though, menopause and the whole nine. So it just really has been a wonderful transition for me. And as Fran said, the number one joy for me is the sense of community and fun. And we've had so many laughs and so many opportunities to give women feedback and to post on the Facebook group. I happen to be a big poster. I'm kind of like, I need help. And that's really been valuable because it's been incredibly supportive and very helpful. So if Sarah or Mary Lou are not available, there are, gosh, I don't even know how many willing sisters that are there literally in moments where I was about to go out for a dinner and didn't know this shoe, that shoe, or is it this jacket? What do you think? I had my outfit approved by many within probably 20 minutes. It was awesome.
Yeah. And that was what I wanted to ask you. You have been such a leader in that Facebook group. So not only does Lisa go in and ask for advice, you're one of the first people that responds, Lisa. And would you say that this group is an extension of your self-care?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This
That's
is
been coming up
very
a
much
lot.
about prioritizing something for myself. And I think often as women, we are giving all of ourselves. And it's just, for me, a pleasure to be able to return something to myself that's very nourishing and a boost.
And I know with the Facebook group, like last night when I was teaching this class, and it was talk about rapid fire. I did a whole dressing well method in 2 hours. It was so fun, and the group was they were bonding, and it was 20 people, so it was very informal. I was doing a lot of Q&A while I was doing the program, and then at the end, someone was like, "Well, how do you know?" what to get rid of and then Cece Hunt, who's probably on the line. Hello, Cece. Cece came to the program and just completely unexpectedly did a complete infomercial for insiders. But Cece was just like, "Oh, you just go." She just like immediately said, "You just go to the Facebook group and ask." So thank you for sharing that piece. And again, it's not for everybody, but I'd say everybody on Facebook participates. There's some people that are lurkers that watch, but there's so many people that just chime in. And what I've discovered, and Denise Jackson, if you're out there, you're also a leader in the group. Denise is like, she just loves that she can get that feedback. And I agree with her. So the last question for you, and then I want to bring Sarah up so that people can meet Sarah and really see how special the entire program is. If somebody's on the fence about joining, and again, we are an enrollment. You can join anytime, but we always have like a special 4 times a year. Right now, if you join by midnight on Friday, you will get in that closet jam. If you are struggling with your closet, honest to goodness, you've just heard both Lisa and Fran say it's 2 hours on your calendar where you can jump in and get a really, really good head start on your wardrobe. Sarah's there the whole time. But if you're somebody out there kind of on the fence, what do you say to them, Lisa?
You are worth it. And I would also say, what a wonderful way to bring some fun and fresh energy at a time when I think we can all use that. And I also just want to note you were talking about light vests, and I just want to
I
show I must be a mind reader or at least a very good student. I'm in my light vest.
I love it. And I also like the animal print glasses.
Thank you.
Amazing, Lisa. Amazing. Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Other insiders definitely weigh in, but Lisa, thank you. And I'm going to bring up Sarah next. Thank you, Lisa. Sarah going to join? There she is. And she's got her animal prints on too. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
Good. It's so nice to have you pop on from the other side of the screen.
There I am. Hi, thank
We
you.
have the magical Maria. Big shout out to Maria. Our tech person is on the line tonight to help us get Sarah and Lisa and Fran. But Sarah, I just wanted to say thank you. You took over that program. We did it together for the first 6 months, and you took that over last May. And it has really become a huge sense of pride for everyone here. I know a tremendous sense of pride for you. It has allowed you to serve our clients in such a special way. Share with our audience why you think it's so special and why you think it works.
Thank you. I'd love to. You just reminded me, I loved when we taught 90 days. That was so fantastic, and it was such a great program. And um, having Dressing Well Insiders to be able to reach out to so many people who want to be in our community and have access to the Dressing Well method and everything that we do has been such a pleasure. And I wanted to share two of our insiders that are sort of different stories. Um, Denise Jackson, you just mentioned. Denise was one of our very first joiners for Insiders. She lives in California. I feel like I know Denise very personally. I think she's maybe missed one Insiders with good reason. She has been on such a style journey, and to watch her be on this journey and to see the confidence that has changed her,
Yeah.
the organization, how it's changed. I think her life, I think she'd say the same thing. By showing up and giving time for herself has been just utterly amazing. And she's across the country here. And then today I was with another insider, Caitlin, and a couple of fun things happened. I was at Caitlin's home helping her with a closet session, who I worked with her for a couple years. She joined Insiders after being an in-person client. Caitlin and I have a lot of we both like organization, so I get very excited when I go to her house and we talk about things. And being in her closet, so she's someone who very rarely can make it onto the calls, but always watches the replays when she's on the treadmill or, doing something else so that she can stay on top of them. She loves the links. So in her closet, she has, and we've done this sort of virtually when we're not together in person over the years, three tops for every bottom. She has those awesome clip hangers that we share in the group for our outfit tips. She had a beautiful Anthropologie top that she told me that she ordered from the links. I recognize them when I go into her home. And it was really funny. She said, in one of the videos, you said, "This is TMI. I can't believe I'm saying this." And she said, "I was talking to the screen saying, that's not TMI." And talking about undergarments, which I just love to talk about. So, it's like girl talk. It's real, it's fun. And, it's so amazing to see the effect that what we can share can really have an impact on our insiders, on our clients, on our community in day-to-day life. And that is just such a blessing. So thank you. And thank you to Lisa and Fran for sharing.
Sarah, thank you, because you really have taken that program and just run with it. And as it was a big decision to start it. It was a lot of work. We didn't, everything's been new in the last 5 years, but it just felt right and we went for it. And the other thing that the program has given us is, I'm glad that you mentioned Denise in California. We have members from probably every state at this point. It allows us to have a really great program where anyone can join. And the other really cool thing is the group has inspired us. We have now added in-person events for people that are local. Anybody can fly in to come if they'd like, but we've done some private shopping events. We did, as you all know, some of our charity work is very near and dear to our heart, and it allows us to involve people in special events. And last year we did a whole event at Dignity Matters, which was one of the highlights of my year. And if we didn't have a group like this, there would be no place for us to harness that energy. So from the inside out, that program works. It is an incredible community. It is so fun. It's so real. And Sarah does a beautiful job leading it. And we have more surprises in store. So Sarah, thank you very much. I am going to wrap up now, but I'm just going to recap. We have an awesome blog. So Sarah, maybe one more punch in the chat. We have a cheat sheet tonight, which goes over the 5 tips that I shared. Let us know what resonated with you the most. And again, with the spring enrollment is open until you can join anytime, but $24.99 a month, $249 a year, get you 2 months free. If you join by Friday, you will get an invitation, not an invitation, Sarah will send you the link directly to join us 10:30 to 12:30 on the Closet Jam, as you heard from Fran and Lisa, one of the best things that we do. And that is a perk. exclusive to insiders. When we started the program, we said we are going to spoil you. We are going to delight you. We are going to surprise you. And we've kept to that promise. Sarah, even on different holidays, Valentine's Day, sends out an extra set of links. We are in a world right now where community is so important, and we are just thrilled to have a very special community where we can just pour love and energy and kindness. And as Lisa said, you're worth it. Self-care is the name of our game, and we're so blessed that we have a wonderful craft that gives the world some joy. So I hope you all enjoyed this special edition of Beyond Dressing Well. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Fran. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Sabina, who takes care of us all week long with all of our tech that allows us to be live with you. You know where to find us. Spring is a coming. We are booking into April and May right now. If you'd like a private consultation, reach out. If you'd like to join Insiders, we'd love to have you. And we'll be back next month with a new edition of Beyond Dressing Well Live. And I hope that I will be able to show some really warm weather fashion. All right, everyone, have a great night, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.